thanks for being at the front desk for all that we need.
Yeah, I just pressed that button, and the light, you know, the numbers and everything come up. This one is not.
That's what that did first.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden it was cold air coming out.
So that I'm gonna press it so it goes back.
Because there's no getting around.
You like
the
this?
boots, is
Oh,
there?
I know, this is
Nice
what
and
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, just
Exactly,
be wet.
exactly.
Make
Exactly.
sure
The go-to guy
Are you still living next door to
This
yours?
is the guy, right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, still in, yeah.
We haven't moved in either of the.
And there are only 5 classes, 5 two-hour classes. People start with absolutely nothing, no. And maybe somebody will come in that knows something about a camera, but they start with nothing. And so it's 5 classes. This is what we have at the end of 5 classes. And I'll have to say, some of them are from an extension of that. 4 classes, so they can extend and learn how to do. Yeah, they are.
This one's kind of interesting because it's Fairfield. So I took this at night in the alley off the north side of the square, and it was just one of those serendipitous moments where I happened to see it, and the moment I saw it, I just clicked it just like that. And it's one of those moments of blind inspiration. There was no thinking about it or looking for different angles. I did that after this picture, and none of those were as good as this first image that I took just on the spur of the moment.
Beautiful. Cool.
And then similar, where I got lucky, is this picture here. This was taken in Maine, Wiscasset, Maine. And it was at sunset, and all of that is natural light. There's no filter, nothing, all natural light.
That's beautiful.
And I just got lucky. I was driving up the road and saw a pier.
Okay, we'll do.
It was just pure luck. And then my third picture, also a good bit of luck. This was taken in Peru on Market Day in Pisac, which is in the Sacred Valley of the Incas. And this woman is an indigenous woman in Peru.
Yeah. Well, I've got a half a dozen here.
Lead the way.
This is one of them here. Took it at a machine shop here in town. I just spent a couple hours roaming around this guy's friend's machine shop and just taking pictures. That red one is mine there also.
This one here?
Yeah.
Someone was asking earlier, where was this taken?
It was taken actually in Provincetown, Mass, on Cape Cod. I went there, went to Boston for my son's wedding, and we had some assignments from the class that week, so I had to scramble and get some pictures taken. So I probably filled my camera with pictures that weekend, aside from the wedding.
Nice.
And that portrait down there of Tierra is mine.
3 seconds, 4 seconds, without any sound.
One of the portrait
And
classes.
all of them are like the door
Yeah, those
closed.
are fun.
So you've got to pick
Challenging,
sound
but fun.
to give it different mood.
We had portraits of the models under all kinds of conditions. And there's another fascinating one over here. That's one I took. It's north of Mount Pleasant. I think I probably stopped there 3 or 4 times to take pictures, and that was one morning when the sun was behind me. And that one's from campus. That's the solar panel building, battery building at the Sustainable Living Center. I have people.
请坐。这是皇上的龙椅。
This seats of emperors ancient.
It helps people learn how to think more clearly if they do not know very much about business or organizations.
他们对商务啊或者不太了解，他们可以通过这个更。没关系，好吧，我说请来是吧？好，谢谢你，谢谢。
We discovered that the activities
我们发现这个
in the business
这个商务活动
happen at different levels.
它发生在不同的层次。
So that the executive level works mostly at the strategic thinking.
领导层是他们主要是在战略这个思想上。
The middle management level
中层
works mostly at operational
在
activities.
运行层次上。
And the staff
员工
work mostly at tactical
大部分是在
activities.
战术层次上。
So it corresponds to the level of complexity.
这个复杂的这个 correspond 是他们之间的一种
Integration system. Then the cost of doing it without Sophie with labor per integration function would be almost $2 million. Because Sophie is so efficient, we can do it for 10%. So you keep 1.7 million. This is a real example with Framatome Nuclear Power Company in France. We have worked with Shell in the United States, with Texaco, with Consumers Power, with many, many real examples. And the only reason, it's very simple once you know how to do it, the reason is that there is one integration, not 340 that are saved. Isn't that cool?
Polish, the light of the moon. The shortcut? Okay. Wow, this is a neat